Assalamualaikum everyone. Today in this video we will discuss one of the sonnet of William Wordsworth, The World is Too Much With Us. First discuss little introduction of the poet William Wordsworth. He was an English romantic poet. He was known as poet of nature because he emphasized on nature. He believed that nature is a source of inspiration, and he was best known for lyrical ballads. And if I talk about his writing style, so he used a very simple and everyday human language. He had a belief that poetic language should be as simple and sincere as the language of everyday life. And his major works include The Prelude, which is a collection of 14 books, and Solitary Upper, Daffodils, Peter Bull. So let's move toward the sonnet. The world is too much with us. First, a little introduction of the sonnet. It was written in 1802 and published in 1807, and this is a Petrarchan sonnet which is divided into one octave and one sestet, and it was written in iambic pentameter. And so first, little background of the poem. So in this sonnet, the poet William Wordsworth actually criticized the behavior of the people. William Wordsworth raises his voice against the human behavior, which was developed in the result of the Industrial Revolution. And as a result of Industrial Revolution, men were ignoring nature. So in this sonnet, he's actually complained against the behavior of the people, and he's criticizing their behavior. So let's start the poem. The title of the poem is The World is Too Much With Us. Here the word too much, showing that when we are fed up with something or anything, we usually say that it's too much. So here the poet used the word too much, which means something annoying is out of limit now. So he's complaining here, the world is too much with us. And the first line of the poem is same as, the world is too much with us, late and soon, getting and spending will live waste our powers. So here the poet is referring to the modern world, which is a world which obsessed with money, getting and spending, focusing on material things, like money. So the modern world has come to dominate our lives. So here he says that we are too much busy in worldly life, and we are just following this materialistic world. And in future and in past means, here he used the words late and soon. So in past and in future means every time we think of new ways of earning and how to spend that money, getting and spending. So these means like we are just involved in thinking of new ways of earning and how to spend that money. So we consume all our energy, power and capabilities in thinking how to earn, and we just waste our capabilities in doing this. So we just ignore nature, and we not even feel the nature. We don't even see towards nature. And he says in the third line that little we see in nature, that is all. So he and we have given our hearts away, a sordid bone. So in these lines, the poet says that the nature, the nature which console us, which give us peace, and we just ignore it completely, and our full attention is toward the money and materialistic world, and we just ignore all the nature. And or here the word use hurt is the considered as the center of emotion. So our center of emotion is toward the materialistic world, is toward the nature, or sorry, it is toward the money, materialistic world. So we given our hearts away from nature to money and materialistic world. And he used two opposite words here, a sordid boon. Sordid means unpleasant and boon mean uh, gift. So he used these two words, these are called oxymoron, and this means that the industrial revolution and the money and materialistic world, this is a kind of sordid boon, an unpleasant and harmful gift. So and he, in this way, he's actually criticizing the behavior of people, which is all towards the materialistic world and away from the nature. In the next lines, he's saying that this sea that bears her bosom to moon, the winds that will be howling at all hours and are up gathered now like sleeping flowers, for everything we are out of tune. So here he used personification like sleeping flowers, and also he creating he used imagery in the minds of readers. mm, he says that there is the sea that in a romantic and even sensual image bears her naked front into to the moon above. There are the winds which make a howling sound, howling, a kind of sound which are produced by winds. So winds which make a howling sound but are now at rest like sleeping flowers. But we humankind and are out of tune with these things. We are out of tune means we are disconnected, we are totally disconnected with the nature. And in the next line he says that it moves us not. It moves us not means it do not inspire us, because we are totally disconnected with the nature. So if we see all the scenes and sights, these beautiful nature, even though we see there, if we see all these, but it do not inspire us. And in the next lines he says that dear God, he used apostrophe here and he addressed God. Dear God, it would be rather be better, it would rather be a pagan suckled in a creed outworn. So might I, standing on his pleasantly, have glimpses that would make me less forlorn, have a sight of Proteus rising from the sea, or hear old Triton blow his wrath horn. Here, a glimpse means to see the image, and Proteus, he here he used illusion, and he mentioned two Greek gods. Proteus was considered as the god of sea, and Triton is also considered as the son of that god. And here the word pagan is prehistoric religion of Greek, which is outdated now. So the poet mentioned God and says that it would be better if he was a pagan, who worshipped different gods of nature. So he would have been able to feed his soul, the religion which is outdated now. So I stand in a pleasant green grass and do not feel lonely as I am feeling now in this materialistic world. And I see the god of sea rising from the sea, and hear the music of his instrument. So that was all about this sonnet, and I hope you guys understood it. And thank you.